Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to be making this giant, fluffy, slow rising pancake squishy. It is literally bigger than the size of my hand. Look at that. We're only using tissue, cling wrap, and cotton. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to start off with 4 pieces of tissue paper. You're going to lay the 2 pieces of tissue paper side by side and then connect them together using a piece of tape. I'll be doing the same thing to the other 2 pieces as well because we're going to be creating a 2x2 square base. Once you have those 2 pieces done, lay them next to each other, tape them together. You can use stuffing or cotton for this. I got mine from Daiso. Make sure to grab a generous amount for this because this is going to be a super fluffy pancake. You want to make sure that's not going to fall flat or deflate. Here, I'm fluffing it up a little bit to give even more volume. Now we're going to fold the sides in and tuck the ends in a way that creates a round shape and then securely tape those ends down. It's kind of hard at first to get the tape to stick to the tissue, but for some reason, once you put more, they start sticking to each other. But this is how it should be looking. It should be round and fluffy and huge and squishy. To color, I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette. I'm mainly going to be using the brown colors. I also have this contour palette, which I was thinking the brown could work. But if you don't have that, you can use chalk or just any type of brown powder or even brown paint or markers. I'm going to apply this using a brush, but honestly, your finger could work as well. Now that we've added color to the pancake, we're going to concentrate some brown eyeshadow to the center of the pancake to create a more toasted look. I'm also going to be adding a ring of brown eyeshadow on the outside so that it adds a little bit more dimension to the pancake. Alright, this is how it's looking. Look at how toasted and fluffy this looks. This is the aftermath of my eyeshadow palette. Now we're going to wrap it in saran wrap. This will seal in the eyeshadow so it doesn't move anywhere, and it'll also make it slow rising. The piece of saran wrap I grabbed was a little too small, but we're going to make it work somehow. We're going to try to tuck it down the sides here, and then I'm going to flip it over and tape whatever pieces that do connect. And then I do have a small gap, so I'm just going to cut a small piece of saran wrap and just cover it and tape it down. Alright, let's do a squish test. Oh, look at that air bubble. We have to tape that down. But once that's fixed, now it's going to be extra slow rising. Look at that squish and that slow rise. It's actually so like cloud fluffy soft. I feel like I'm squishing a real pancake. Alright, moving on to making the butter piece. We're gonna grab a piece of saran wrap and a bunch of stuffing, like a lot. And then you're gonna want to condense that cotton into more of a square shape, and then you're gonna fold in the sides of the saran wrap to create that classic butter shape. Okay, after tucking all the sides in, we have our final butter shape, but it's looking a little too big, so let's undo it and try to kind of squeeze it more inward to make it a little bit smaller. And look at that squish. It literally felt like a marshmallow. Got it smaller, but now it's too rectangular, so I'm going to put a little tape and pull it inward to create more of a square look. And now I'm satisfied of how it's looking. A little squish test. Now we're going to color it using an acrylic paint marker in a pale yellow or butter yellow. If you don't have this, you can honestly just use regular acrylic paint or puffy paint or just anything to color it with. You put a little roll of tape onto it so it can stick to the pancake, and if you want to make it detachable, you can tap it on the back of your hand to make it lose some stickiness, but this is the finished product. A jumbo, giant, fluffy pancake with a fat slab of butter on top. Soft, slow rising, and super fun to squish. Let me know in the comments if you guys tried this out, if it worked for you guys, and if you guys have any suggestions for what other squishies I should make in the future, drop them in the comments below. And if you're interested in more squishy tutorials, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you've watched this far, thank you so much for watching my first full in-depth tutorial. See you guys until next tutorial.